I'm back. Yeah, that's right. You're listening to episode 2 of Your Friend Steve, the podcast. The internet said, alright, we could do another one. Well, episode 1 was in the books. We're on to 2. Hello, people. You're back. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. Episode 1 went surprisingly well. Got a few reviews, mostly positive. Got like two like random people. Craig, thanks for the 5 stars. Said I was probably very sweaty, which is Craig. Yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah, let's do it again. Let's roll it back. Episode 2. Your friend Steve. It's my podcast. Let's do this. So anyway, I guess what do I want to talk about today? It's a beautiful day outside. Can't complain. Nice day. So, why are we beating up Asians? Is my question for the day. Like, I don't know if you get, well, if you're in the future, 2021, people are randomly punching Asian people. Like, old ladies in New York are getting punched randomly in the face by these dudes. Like, why? Why are we doing this? Like, all of a sudden. Like, people are like, fuck Asian people. Like, why? Because this virus happened to come from, China, quote unquote. I mean, I don't want to get into that because, that's a whole conspiracy theory. But, it did technically come from China. But, it's not like the people in America had anything to do with the virus. And then, like, people that are punching people aren't even punching Chinese people. They're punching, like, Japanese people and, like, Korean people. It's like, oh, man, fucking punching German people for, fucking damn it, I'm explicit already. But anyway, let's keep going. It's really hard not to say fucking. Like, how great is the F word? I use it all the time. It's fantastic. It's actually fan-fucking-tastic. But anyway, back to my point. Oh yeah, one guy said I had ADD. You might be right. I might have ADD. That's very possible. Never diagnosed. My parents never took me. They just kept giving me sugar. And they told me, Billy, be a good boy. Yep, my parents called me by the wrong name. So, I'm Steve, by the way. Did I say that the last time? I don't know if I even introduced myself. I'm Steve. Hey, what's up? So yeah, people are punching, like, random Asian people in the face. Or, like, beating random people up. Like, you're beating up people that have nothing to do with anything. Like, they live in America. They're affected just like you're affected. Like, we're all affected by this stupid, I won't even say the word, because fuck it. Yeah, but we're just punching random people. Asian people are fantastic. All Asian people. Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese. Dude, Asian people have given us so much in life. They've given us delicious food. They've given us beautiful women. They've given us Margaret Cho, love her. They've given us Ken Jeong. Ken Jeong's hilarious. They've given us a lot of things. It's actually hard to name a list. Asian women are fan-fucking-tastic. Asian men kind of have a bad rap. I feel bad for Asian men. Like, those stereotypes, really hard. Like, they get the small penis. The good at math is good. The good at math is great. That means you're smart. Like, you're known for being smart. But then it's like, small penis, and bad drivers. Like, that's like the one doesn't equal the negative. Like, what? Why? No. Like, your women are super hot. Like, everyone's into Asian women. Like, not to, like, fetishize whole people, but I mean, you see an Asian woman, you're like, God damn, like, that Asian woman's hot as hell. And they're always like, oh, like one time, I got like a couple Asian stories because, I mean, we all were 13-year-old boys once. And we all had our like moments in the sun where we were like, damn, Asian women, super into it. Yeah. Funny story. I think I was like 13, 14. And my mom, I've only been caught masturbating 3 times. I know that was a really bad segue, and I just went straight into masturbation. But anyway, I was caught masturbating 3 times in my life. Once by my mom, once by my dad, and then the third time, an ex-girlfriend caught me masturbating and was super mad that I was masturbating instead of, having sex with her. But, sometimes you just want to jerk off. I mean, sex is great and all, but it's like, you got to do this, you got to do that, Sometimes she's not into it, and you're like, ooh, I'm into it, she's not into it. Like, jerking off, me and my dick are on, like, the same page. We're like, you cool? Yeah, I'm cool. We doing this? Yeah. It's like meeting a chick at the bar, and you're like, you both went out for the same reason. You're like, look you in the eyes, like, you ready? Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do this. Take the shot, go home, and have a good time. My penis never turns me down. My penis doesn't know the word no. Sometimes my penis is the aggressor, and I'm like, you know what, penis? Like, I don't have the time. I don't have the time to jerk off. I have things to do, and my penis is like, hey, we always have a good time, don't we? I'm like, yeah, penis, you're right. We always have a good time, but it's not the point of having a good time. It's the point, I have something to do. It's my niece's bar mitzvah. Well, not my bar mitzvah is a dude. But anyway, it's my niece's 13-year-old birthday. I can't be jerking off before I have to go to this. We have to keep it in our pants. We have to not jerk off. And my penis is like, excuse me, Your Honor, I have these points. Look, it's fun. It won't take long. And we have porn on our phones. It's super convenient. And I'm like, you know what? Penis, you're right. I'm sorry. My penis is like, no. It's fine. I love you. I'm like, I love you too, penis. It's like, do you want to do that weird thing we do sometimes? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to sit on my hand for 15 minutes. Can we just do it normal? Fine, just, last time was a little rough. Maybe we get some lube. Or, penis, you get what you get, okay? Stop complaining. Anyway, so I've been talking to my penis. I've been telling a story to my penis about my penis, whatever. So anyway, caught jerking off. Back to me jerking off. Hope that's in your mind. So yeah, my mom walked in, didn't lock the door, walked in. I was I don't think I was like jerking off yet. I was in the pre-jerking off phase. My dick was out. I think it would be worried if I was like coming when she walked in, but no, I was like, yes, like I had found what I wanted. The porn was going. It was Tara Patrick. Tara Patrick, you're a goddess. You're beautiful. If you don't know who Tara Patrick is, stop listening to this. Hit pause. Well, yeah, hit pause. Don't stop. Or even let me keep talking while you look at Tara Patrick. Is that weird that I just told you to listen to me while you look at a hot chick? But anyway, so Tara Patrick, beautiful, beautiful Asian descent. I'm not quite sure what Asian she is, and I'm not going to guess because that'd be racist. But beautiful, beautiful woman. Yeah, so my mom walked in, saw the porn, looked at me, looked shocked, and then walked out. Now you go, that's awkward. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. It is awkward. My mom caught me jerking off. What's more awkward is now every time my mom has any interaction with a Asian woman, she goes, "Oh, my son would love you." My mom still thinks I only love Asian women. I am only all about that Asian woman. She will text me or call me like, "Oh, hey son, this girl Kim who does my nails is looking to settle down. Maybe you should try to settle down with her." Mom, Kim's a 45-year-old divorced Korean woman. I'm good. Like, not to be an ageist, but I mean, she had fallen off the cliff. Now, by the cliff, I mean Asian women are beautiful, and they're beautiful, and they're beautiful, and they're beautiful, and they're beautiful. And then, like, one day they're like old Asian women. Not to judge. I mean, we all get old, but their hot radius is a weird one where it's like, yeah. And then she's just like a nice old lady who's, you're like, oh damn, she used to be like really hot, but now she's just like an old lady that you see like feeding birds. Um, and I think maybe she wasn't divorced because there was like, not to be really racist, but I think she was looking for a green card. But she was definitely 45 to 50. And I mean, that's just not my age range. I mean, I technically like to skew a little lower than me. Um, I mean, I don't want to get into my preferences because I don't want to be creepy. But, a little younger. The girls have like maybe a little bit of daddy issue. I'm into that. Or weirdly a mommy issue. I don't really know why girls have mommy issues, but daddy issues I 100% get. Well, when it comes to like dating, I guess you could have mommy issues. Your mom's like a piece of shit or whatever. Daddy, it's like, I can't please a man. I'm gonna try my hardest because my dad didn't love me. Like, my dad didn't come to my softball game when I was 8. He didn't. He wasn't there. So now, when I'm with a man, I'm getting canceled, by the way. I don't know why I'm even recording this. I'm getting canceled. The more I talk, the more I dig myself a hole. But anyway, so you want the girls that have a little, like, desperate, like, trying to please a man. That's what I'm into. Because I'm also a broken person, and I guess I kind of have, like, a little bit of, like, I don't think I have, like, daddy or mommy. I'm probably a mama's boy, if I had to guess, because I love my mother. Love my mother to death. Drives me absolutely crazy. She's always a very, very hands-on woman with my love life and all this. She goes, "Steven, I hear you're on Tinder." "Oh, what's Tinder?" Oh my God, I saw this article. Are people hooking up on Tinder? Yeah. So, and then every Christmas, she's like, "I got you an account. I got you a free month of Match.com." Shout out to Match.com if you want to sponsor me. I guess I wouldn't be a great sponsor since I'm a 33-year-old single man, but holla at your boy. I mean, Match is a great website. I've met some beautiful ladies on there. Not my soulmate, not though I don't believe in soulmates, but yeah, I mean, Match is a great service. I know a lot of people that met their soulmates on Match. Hey Lou, my dog's looking at me like, "Oh my God, you're doing this again?" But he's like walking around. All right, get out of here, buddy. So anyway, uh, yeah. So now my mom thinks I have an Asian fetish for the rest of my life, where I don't think I have an. I love it. I mean, to be honest, let's get into me because fuck it, you're listening to my podcast and you probably only listened to like the first 3 minutes, but that's all right. If you've made it past this, congratulations. Like you're really an A+ player. You're really killing it. We're probably really good friends, to be honest with you. I owe you a beer or something. But anyway, this only counts for the first 10 people that tell me they've listened to this. I'll owe them a beer. But I'm not made of money. I mean, I'm grateful, but I mean, I'm not gonna. unless I get like a Patreon or something like an OnlyFans or something. I don't know, however I make money. But yeah, she thinks I have like an Asian fetish, like everything. It's like, oh, like we're out to lunch, like, oh, our servers, she's Asian. Maybe you ask her. But that actually doesn't apply to just Asian people. Like, I'll be out with my mother, and I'll like I have like a cat hairs. I have a cat, Khaleesi. My cat Khaleesi, lovely, kind of a bitch, but still I love her, love her. But I'll have like a cat hair or something, or at least one girl was like, "Oh, we have a cat hair here. I got it," and like we're talking and like having a nice conversation, because I like to treat servers like, they're people. So I'm having a nice conversation with her, and she's like, "Oh, I have 3 cats, blah blah blah." She's a little older. I would say she's like early 40s, which is like kind of in the range for me. I'm fine with that too. Like a little older, a little younger. Prefer a little younger. Um, Look at Mila. I prefer a little younger. But so we're having a beautiful conversation. We're talking about our cats. We're talking about random things, and she walks away. And my mom goes, "Oh, are you gonna ask Karen out?" I'm like, first of all, I'm with my mother. I'm with you. So I'm not gonna hit on a woman in front of you. I'm just having a conversation with her, and this is yeah. So I just reminded me another story where I'll tell it because I don't really care. But I was like, she's like in her mid 40s. She's single, and she has probably like 3 or 4 cats. You have 3 or 4 cats. You're a little new. You're a little nuts. You're a little bit of a crazy person. I mean, I love you. I'm still your friend, but your friends probably should have stopped you at 2. 2 cats is plenty, unless you're foster. I mean, if you're a foster, you're a beautiful human being, and those cats need love, and you're giving it to them. Well, if you have more than 3 cats, you're still loving those cats, and good for you. But you're a loony bird. You're a loony, and it's gonna be hard to have a man come into your life and not judge you instantly because you have 3 cats. I used to have 2 cats. One passed away. R.I.P. He was kind of an asshole, but still loved him. Yeah, my sister was like, "Oh, you got not divorced. Pff, God damn, I can't even get a woman to go on a date with me. Good Lord, divorced. Um, oh, you're depressed. Why don't you get a cat? It'll make you cheer you up." I'm like, huh, well, I guess. Oh, sure. And I got this cat, and it was my first male cat, and he was a fucking dick. Like, he would hiss at me all the time. He would put his paw under my door while I was sleeping and like start banging the door. And like I would open the door, he would look at me like, "Bitch, it's like 5 in the morning. My bowl is fucking empty. You have one job. I'm gonna go shit in this box. Then I'm gonna come downstairs, and if my food is not in that bowl, bitch, we gonna have a problem, okay? I ain't got time for this, okay? I gotta be sleeping by 5:45, and then wake up again, and then be meowing super fucking loud. I got shit to do, so get your ass downstairs and fucking, get your shit together, dude. Choppity chop. All right, I'm gonna go shit in this box. See you in a minute." And he was a weird cat because he would like eat with his paw, and like people don't believe me because I wish I had the video. He would like scoop the food into his hand and go like eat it, and like you would look at him like, "Wow, that's fucking weird. Like I've never seen that shit before." And he would give you like a look like, "Motherfucker, I'm eating here, first of all, and second of all, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Eat it from the bowl? Do you eat it from the bowl? No, you don't. You know what? You fucking don't. Okay? So keep it fucking moving, guy." And then like I'd feed him and he'd be all sweet. and then he'd be like, back to being a fucking dick. And I'd be like, huh, okay, bye, buddy. Cool. And, yeah. And then, actually, does it count if a cat watches, like, catches you masturbating? Because he, like, opened the door and I was jerking off. And then, like, he was just staring at me in the doorway. And I'm like, shoo, get out of here. And I was like, throwing the pillow, like, by the door. I was trying to close the door. He kept opening the door, just watch me masturbate, like, judging me. And then I was just like, dude, get the fuck out of here. And I'm, like, jerking off, and I'm looking at him, like, I was, like, looking at him, and I was like, dude, get out of here. Clearly, you see what I'm doing. And he's just looking at me, and then he just like turns around and like looks like he goes, pff, and like he's like, ugh, what a animal, and just like walks away. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. Okay, I'm like, I have a cold. I'm on like some fucking heavy cold medicine. I want to jerk off in my own home, and fucking go to sleep. I feed you. I clean your shit out of a fucking box. Have some respect for me. So anyway, like the next day, I catch this bitch fucking cleaning himself, and I'm giving him, like, he's going deep in his asshole. He's cleaning him shit. He's cleaning all of it. And I'm like, fuck this guy. I got it. I'm going to fucking stare at him. It's going to be awkward as shit. He's going to feel like a real piece of shit. I got this. And I'm staring at him. And then finally he like looks up. And he gives me the, what the fuck do you want look? Bitch, you know you'd clean your balls if you could fucking reach them. And I'm like, this fucking cat with this disrespect, I'll kick you out. I'll kick you out of this home. And he goes, survive on the streets, you little bitch, you little white little bitch. He was a white cat. So that got awkward at the end. But I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Oh. So, yeah. So my mom's always trying to, because my mom's a beautiful, beautiful soul. But she's a little clingy and she's a little aggressive because she wants babies. She wants grandkids. She wants me to settle down, maybe find love. And I don't have the heart to tell her. She gave me anxiety. Huge anxiety, not to blame her, but I mean, the genes her and my father gave me, I mean, they didn't give me a lot of good cards to play with it. I mean, if we're being honest, she gave me anxiety and the need to always be loved. The need to always be loved, but I also have the side where I'm like, burn this house down. I don't fucking care about anything. Go with the flow kind of guy. I don't care. But then secretly, some people, like, if they don't love me, I go home and I go, damn, why don't they love me? This got weird. So, yeah, fetishes are weird, though. I mean, let's get back to fetishes. Because, first off, let's finish that thought. Yeah, stop beating up Asian people. It's not their fault. It's someone's fault. But I know it's not every single Asian person. And you're punching a Korean old lady in the face, you're kind of a dick. And you're an asshole. Don't do it. Love Asian people. Love all people. Except racists and Nazis. Oh, by the way, yeah, sorry about the way last week ended. I do not know how to end a podcast. And to be fair, it's probably going to get awkward at the end of this one because I don't know how to end this. I'm just going to keep talking until I get bored. And no one's listening. I mean, I might have 5 people. Might be up to maybe 6. I might have 6. 6 people might be listening. And I'm just like a homeless guy. By the way, homeless people invented Twitter. Let's be honest. If you're from New York, you know what I mean. Homeless people for years have been just shouting funny ass shit on the streets. And if they had a computer, they hit send. Because homeless people are always talking nonsense. And it's always funny. They're like, have you ever noticed birds? Huh? These birds are flying around. Shitting everywhere. If I turned around, shit, people would judge. Though, does bring me up to a funny story. I I was walking in New York. I was meeting some friends. I'm originally from there, but I was coming from. I live in Virginia right now. I love it. I love Virginia. RIV. Wait, RIV. What the fuck? RVA. Golly. I'm not drunk. I promise. I don't do these all drunk or hungover. I'm completely sober at the moment. I'm a little post nap, so I'm in a great mood. But yeah, sober. So anyway, 6'8", man. I'm 3. So I'm a big dude. I get it. I'm a little like intimidating. I kind of got the vibe of like you're like driving and you take the wrong turn and you're like, oh my god, you guys looking for the road to the highway. You're going the wrong way. French fry potatoes kind of look. I'm a big dude. So, people always think I'm from the Midwest, which I don't understand. I mean, I guess because I'm just friendly, big and friendly. Um, but anyway, so I'm walking down the street. I'm 6'8". I'm a big dude with a beard and long hair at the time. R.I.P. my hair. I shaved it all off. I had my I'm Brittany bitch moment. Shaved it all off. Because I get hot. I'm a sweaty dude. Like the dude Craig, you're right. I'm a sweaty dude. You're right. I probably was sweating. But yeah, so I was walking down the street with my sunglasses and my bag over my shoulder, walking to meet my friend at his apartment and enjoying the city because the city is beautiful for 2 weeks out of the year. 1 week in spring and then 1 week before in the fall, before winter, where it's unbearable. In the summer, it's unbearable. You're all like sardines in a can, just sweating on top of each other. And during the winter, you're all miserable because it's fucking cold as shit, and you're all stuck together. But the 2 weeks out of the year where it's summer, right before summer and spring, beautiful for a week. The park is beautiful. Like the streets, everyone's like happy. All the women look beautiful. All the men look beautiful too. Not to judge. But yeah, they're all happy. I think I was like a little post that. It was like the day after that beautiful week where they're all happy go lucky. And I'm walking, and this little girl's looking at me with her mom. And she's a beautiful little girl. She's staring at me, to be fair. She's never seen like a 6'8" man, I guess. And she's looking at me, and I smile. Because, like, you smile at little kids. Because the little kids are, like, friendly. And you smile at them. And, like, I look over to give the mom a smile. Because, I mean, you just can't smile at a little kid. You have to smile at the parent to acknowledge, hey, you got a nice little girl. No, I mean, not like, nothing weird's happening. I'm just complimenting your little girl because she's a little cutie. She's a little cutie. And the mom gives me, like, I've seen your wanted poster. Look, like, get the fuck out of here. Don't look at my kid. And she literally crosses, like, a really busy fucking street. Like, almost gets hit by a car just to get away from me. And I'm like, am I that weird looking that you literally risked your life on a busy day in New York City, jaywalking? I mean, not even at the light, just running away from me. I'm like, oh God, like I'm like thinking like, what's wrong with me? Like, why is she like this? But yeah, so I'm like, ugh, like, dude, what the fuck? I was like, okay, well, that's weird. And I'm walking, and then I look over to my left, and I make eye contact with this homeless man, and he's shitting in a trash can. And I mean, like, pants are down. He's cupping his balls so he's not exposing his dick and balls. But yeah, shitting in a thing. And I was like, in all my years, I've always kind of wondered, I mean, I know where the piss is. The piss is everywhere. Because, I mean, you walk in New York City in the summer, it's piss central. It's like, ooh, you're like walking in a urinal. That's what it is. But, yeah, I was like, ugh. He's like, look, and then he like looks at me like I'm like, ugh, what a creep. Like, you've never seen a man shit in a trash bag before? Actually, it was a trash bag. It was like right by a trash can. It was a trash bag. So I guess he was technically right. Like, I was weird for making a big deal of it. Because he's homeless. Where is he going to poop? They don't let him poop in the bathrooms. I don't know. Why don't you let the man, like, use the bathroom? I mean, I understand you don't want him in your, like, living in there, but, like, let him take a shit. Let him be human. Let him piss in your thing. What is it bothering you? Just be like, hey, dude, you got 10 minutes. Go in there, do your business. Like, let's treat homeless people better. Also, idea, let's get homeless people to clean up the streets. Let's pay them. Get like an app. Like, hey, you're homeless. Oh, well, I guess they don't have phones, but like, hey, clean up the streets, sign up to this program, give them like a burner phone, and then be like, here, this burner phone doesn't make any phone calls or anything, but it has this app. You clean up the trash while you're up and about, and we pay you, and, you know, we get our streets clean. It's a win-win. By the way, all ideas, if I ever spewed out ideas and you use it, you owe me like 2% of your company. Just 2%. You know, that's all I want. Just give me a little stocks. You can use the idea. I don't give a shit. I'm too lazy to do it. I mean, I have good ideas. I just don't care. Like, I'm not going to, what am I going to do? Fucking learn how to computer. I say learn how to computer. What am I, 80? Hey, don't you bark. They don't want that on the podcast. But, yeah. Yeah, if you use my idea, 2% of your company, that's not, I mean, that's a little dime in the bucket. A little dime in the bucket. I don't know why you're crying. Like, just go outside. You're literally outside. The door is open. If you want to come inside, come inside. And if you don't want to come inside, just don't come inside. All right. So I'm podcasting right now. So you're looking at me like whatever. But yeah, use my idea, 2%. I go to the school of Superman 2 rules where they take like a dime out of every transaction and they're multimillionaires. I'm cool about the slow game. I don't want your whole company. You know, you did most of the work. You just took my idea. But you know, just hook a brother up. I'm your friend after all. Am I too good to not make money off you? I mean, you're making money off me. I don't know why I'm lecturing you. I don't really care. Just 2%. That's it. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like that's the first time I've ever seen a homeless man poop. That's the first time I've ever seen a man poop, like, you know, up close and personal. That's not like my thing. That's not my fetish. I don't think I have a fetish, to be honest with you. I don't think I do. I did one time in the city in New York. I saw, oh God, well, I don't want to use the M word, but a little person of age. Get your mind out of the gutter. Of age. Yeah. Yeah, she was like in a trench coat. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right, she's kind of cute. I was like, all right. And like she was walking, and I mean, I hate to stare at people because people stare at me all the time, so I find it very rude. But I had to stare because she was very attractive. She was a very attractive. I almost said she was a very attractive little lady. Hey, baby. But no, she was a very attractive woman. And then she like her thing like fell down a little bit. And she was like straight up wearing lingerie. And I was like, what? Is this like a little prostitute? Not to judge people. Like, you do you, boo. Like, you want to be a prostitute, you're providing a service. You want to jerk dudes off in a massage parlor, jerk people off. I mean, that's a life for you. I mean, you want to, that's fine. You're helping people out. Strippers, dancers, I'm sorry. Strippers is a bad word, I guess. Exotic dancers. Prostitutes, OnlyFans girls, cam girls, like, you're heroes. You're helping dudes that are lonely, that need a little company, and you're helping them out. you're doing the Lord's work. You're helping dudes out. You're putting smiles on people's faces. And like most of the people are kind of gross. They kind of look like me a little bit. Like, I've been offered multiple times, like, oh, you want to hook up, blah, 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 make a donation. I'm like, you know what? I'm not that ugly. I mean, I'm borderline, like, yeah, probably in like 5 years, totally probably gonna have to pay a woman to have sex with me. But for right now, not now. Soon. Probably very soon, to be fair. My personality is starting to wane, and it's going to be all on my looks, and it's not pretty. I'm definitely not pretty. But you'll see. You probably Googled me. If you're watching this, you probably know what I look like. You're like, well, you're not that ugly. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. Like a woman once told me, I've had sex with much uglier dudes than you. And I was like, thanks? What do I do with that information? Thanks. I was like, also, you're not having sex with me, so that also doesn't help me. Like, what did that have to, in the grand scheme of things, where did that help anybody? Cool for the dude you had sex with that is ugly as hell. I feel bad for him. I mean, I don't know him. I mean, I could write him a note, be like, good job, bruh. But, yeah, I don't know. What am I going to do with it? I've had sex with men uglier than you. Cool. Thank you. So I am ugly, just not the ugliest. Like on the scale of ugly, like, I'm an 8. You're not a 10. You're a solid 8. Okay. Well, thanks. I mean, what am I going to do? But I feel like I'm extra tangerine today. And yeah. Women say weird things to me. I don't know, like I've had like multiple women like tell me like oh, if I wasn't with my husband, like I'd totally bang you. Not like, if I wasn't with my husband, I'd like a married woman, like I want to fuck you, but my husband's here. Like if I had not met my husband in an alternate universe, like I'm getting laid all the time. Because women are always like, oh, if I didn't have a boyfriend, if I didn't have a husband, like you're like my type. I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, oh, I used to have such a big crush on you, but I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend now, blah blah blah. I'm like, thanks, that is a confidence boost. I appreciate it, but you're also giving me winning lottery numbers like 3 days after. Like, appreciate you giving me the confidence boosts, but also can't do anything with it. It's nothing. It's information that's semi-useless. It does boost my confidence. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you. I like when people think I'm attractive, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And then it's like weird. Your husband's right here. What does he think? Like you're like, oh, if I wasn't with this old schlub, you're my type. I'd like to climb that tree. Yeah, I don't know. What do you do? What are you gonna do? Stop. So we're almost at 40 minutes. I can go another 10 minutes to figure this shit out. But yeah. So let me continue. So anyway, then I was like, holy shit. Like that little person. Are we saying little people? I want to say midget so bad. But is that racist? I find little person more racist. Like you're a little person. I find that consented. Like, dude. Like midget, please. I don't know. I mean, honestly, let's figure out a word that's good because I don't know what to say. Because all the little people I've ever met, they're like, yeah, man, I'm a midget. I'm like, all right, okay, more power to you, bro. Like solid, dude. Every little person I've ever met, like soaked in pussy. Like they're drowning in it. It doesn't take much to drown them because they're like very low and they're like, but yeah, women fetishize them and they will have sex with them on a whim. But I mean, good on them. I mean, they were given a short deck and then not dick, short dick, probably huge dicks. I mean, to be fair though, your dick is proportional to your body, so they're smaller. So a normal dick looks fucking humongous. That's why I don't, when I take a dick pic, like, spoiler alert, I try not to put my hand in it, because my dick's not nothing to write home about. Also weird to write home to your parents. Dear mom, Jimmy sent me a photograph of his penis today. Oh, it was very glorious. How did they take pictures back then? They used to be take 50 seconds or like an hour to take the picture, and they'd be standing there, like they have their dicks out in front of somebody, and like, well, my dick's out. How's it look? Oh, it looks pretty good, Jebediah. Hold on. And then, yeah, weird. But so yeah, I don't put my hand with my dick, because like my dick's average, and then my hand's humongous, so then it makes my dick look smaller. I'm just saying. I mean, if you're, or you put like at the base, then it makes it look bigger. I mean, you just, you have to do little tricks. Like, when a single man, you gotta I don't know, sending a picture of your dick. Let's stop normalizing that. Women don't need to, random women, just don't send your pics of your dick to them. Let them live their life. If they want to see it, they'll say, "Show me that dick." But hopefully they don't say it like that. They say it more sexy, like, "Oh, show me your dick." That's also, no, I can never become a woman. My voice would be horrible. "Hey, you want to get out of here?" And I'm like, no, I don't think so. But where the fuck did I go from this? Yeah, so anyway, the midget, back to, oh boy, I'm canceled for sure. Little people, you're awesome. Love you to death. You're great people. But so I thought, holy shit, am I into midgets? And then for a solid week, I was just trying to jerk off to little people porn, and it's just no, I just couldn't do it. Hands. It's the hands that freak me out, and I'm sorry. Your hands freak me out. Because it's like child hands, and I'm like, oh, God. I was like, oh, that's so bad that I feel bad for them, but they're living their life, and they're having a good time, but their hands freak me out. Because it's like children's hands. And then I'm like, also, thank God, because, I'm not sexually attracted to children. Thank you. Whoever, thank you. Because that's a horrible life. That's a horrible life for everybody. But, is comparing a little person to a child going to be something that gets me canceled? I don't know. No one's listening to this, really. Internet, 6 people. You're going to affect 6 people's lives. What is happening? Who cares? They're going to live their life. They'll probably be like, thanks. That 40 to an hour that I saved every week, I'll take Pilates and I'll become a skinny bitch. I don't have to listen to this dude. But, yeah. Why don't little people and pedophiles hook up, though? Why don't we start that? Why isn't that, not to make someone do their whole life to help a cause, but if you're a little person and you're trying to find love, pretend you're, an 8-year-old and, save a child's rest of his life and be groomed by a creepy dude on the internet. Take one for the team, and then maybe you'll find love. Maybe Craig will. No, sorry, Craig. I didn't mean to use your name. I'm sure you're not a pedophile, but save a child. Oh, I'm 8 years old. I don't know what a penis looks like. Ooh, I don't know what pedophiles are into. Dude? I've been on dates with 18 to 21-year-olds, and I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. So I'm like, what do you talk to? Oh, bubblegum sure is nice. What the fuck are you gonna talk about? Because let's not get into it, but you have the part of it where you're into the grossness of having a sex with the child. And then what do you talk like afterwards? What's the pillow talk like? Oh, well, Billy pushed me and I fell down and hurt my arm. And you're like, oh, dude, I don't care about any of this. I just molested you. Shut up. Oh, exactly, shut up. Don't ever tell anybody what happened here. So first episode, I talked about Nazis. Second episode, pedophiles. I don't know why anybody's listening to this. So, good on you, though. You've made it this far. Let's, you know what? It's been 40 minutes. Let's wrap this baby up. And, speaking of pedophiles, let's do a drink of the week. Won't be to Nazis this week. Don't worry. I won't panic and just say Hitler. Let's drink to Hitler. Fuck that. Hitler, hope you're still burning. But let's drink, let's drink first of all to Tara Patrick. Tara Patrick, you're a goddess. You got me through a lot of lonely nights, and I love you. I hope you're still alive. I hope you're kicking. Hope you're still looking great with your big boobies and your beautiful face. Let's drink to Asian people. Let's say you loved. We love you all. You're great people. Your food's great. All Asian food is amazing. You're kind people, unless you're, of a certain race and you walk into a convenience store. I've seen that, and that is like, I walk in there, they're like, oh, hello, sir. No, that was racist, sorry. But Asian people, for the most part, I have a lot of great Asian friends. That's like a dude who says something racist. And like, oh, no, I have a lot of black friends. First off, you categorizing your friends as black friends, you might be racist. You might be. I just say I have friends that happen to be Asian or happen to be black. I don't categorize it as like, yo, this is my black friends and these are my white friends. The two shall never meet. No. We're all friends. Well, if you're listening to this, we're friends too. And you might be Asian, you might be black. We cool. All right? Except for me saying that. I'm a pretty cool dude. But, so, drinking to Asian people, love you. I hope this all stops. I hope people come to their fucking senses and realize we're all in this shitty thing together. It's a shitty thing called life. And, we're gonna make it. We're gonna fake it till we make it, brothers and sisters. And, yeah, love you. I love you Asian people. And your porn, great. Fantastic. Always and forever. Except if you're a male. Sorry, still love you, but I don't want to watch your porn because you bleep it out, and it's weird to watch a girl have sex with like a pixelated dick. That was a weird thing. I'm ending this. I don't know why I brought that up, but that's also a pet peeve of mine. So Asian people, love you. We're having a drink. Have a little sippy poo to Asian people. Love you. And then also to end the episode, let's also have excuse me. That was a weird time to burp or have a moment. But people in jail people. Let's call them inmates because I couldn't think of the word, but inmates it is. Who might be pieces of shit, some of them, because they did horrible things. But they have a weird justice, because when pedophiles go into jail, you know who gets fucked up first? Fucking pedophiles. And you know what? Weird justice. You know what? Those prisoners on the fucking boat in The Dark Knight, they were right. Just because you fucked up and you murdered your girlfriend or you murdered somebody and you fucked up or you're a vicious, horrible person, you still have good in you. And you know what? When fucking Walter, the fucking pedophile, sorry, anybody named Walter, I apologize, but that was the first word that came into mind, or name, they kill them. They fuck them up. You know what happened to fucking Jeffrey Dahmer? Dude who fucking ate people and fucking killed all these boys? They put a fucking broomstick up his ass. They fucked his ass up. Literally fucked his ass up. And honestly, I'm not a violent man. They kind of deserve it. You kind of deserve it. You kill all these well, you know what? Ties Repek and Jeffrey Dahmer killed all these Filipino, Asian people, Asian boys. he killed all these Asian boys, and then when he got to jail, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this 2020 interview," and then a couple days later, these inmates are gonna fuck my shit up. It's sad because I think he was just a lonely dude. Not to defend Jeffrey Dahmer, I think he was like gay at the wrong time, which is like pretty much every point in history to be gay was the wrong time, except for like right now, and some of that's not even cool. It's a lot better now than like in the 70s where you're like, oh, I'm gay, like, oh, shun him, like Scarlet Letter. But let's finish this fucking episode. So anyway, we're drinking to Asian people. We love you. Keep on. Your women are beautiful. Your women. Ooh, quick story though. I was at the doctor maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was kind of pissed off because I was waiting, because in the waiting room you wait for like an hour and a half, but they tell you to get there like 30-40 minutes before your appointment time. So I was waiting there an hour and a half, so I was pissed off, and I was sitting in the thing, and like very small walls, like not small walls, thin walls, sorry, thin walls, and this woman comes up, and she goes, I can hear her clear as day. And then maybe she was like 2-3 rooms down, and she was like telling the doctor, "Oh, well, doctor, so and so. Before I go, is this the fat people disease that I have on my skin?" Don't know what that means, but you said fat people disease, and I'm a fat person. I took offense to that. And I was like, first of all, I don't even know what that means, a fat person disease. And I was like, do I have it? What do I ask the doctor? Do I have the fat people disease? Do I have my people disease? I think she meant skin tags, to be fair, but also fat people disease. Fuck you, lady. I don't know who you are. Drink to that lady go fucking herself too. Add that to the list. And then so anyway, ending the Asian story. Super hot Asian walks in and nursing out, like in Scrubs. With Scrubs, God bless you, Scrubs. The show and the material. Shout out to that bird if you heard that. Yeah, super hot Asian, like a fucking 13-year-old boy fetish. Like, I high-fived myself as a 13-year-old boy. I was like, dude, this is what we've dreamed of all our lives. She's super hot. So anyway, then she like took my blood pressure. She was like, "Ooh, it's a little high," and I was like, well, I don't know why. The blood's all. Never mind. So anyway, I just got canceled at the end. So we're drinking to Asian people. We love you. Keep strong. Love you. Fuck that woman who said fat people disease. Fuck you, Karen. Sorry, Karens, you're always the ones. That's who I think it was. But and then let's drink one for the inmates who's in jail and they have jail justice, because fuck pedophiles. Fuck Hitler. Alright, love ya. Your friend Steve out. Episode 2 in the books. Maybe episode 3 might be coming out soon. Who knows? I made it. We made it. Looks like I can't afford song things, so this is how it ends. Bye, kisses. Love you. Fuck you, Karen. Fuck you, pedophiles. And fuck you, Hitler. Peace.